think back on that last play, I'm curious, what did you see?
So the last play, I know coach had a call. I was running to the corner to be prepared for set call. Don't want to give it up. But as CJ was coming down, I was waiting for the action to begin. Based on the spacing, I was a little hesitant to continue just because I guess the live read was different from the call. And so it was just about me staying space, being ready. The help guy gambled, and I was kind of shocked that he did, just with it being Corey. And like usually in late game, you want to stay as solid as can be. And yeah, it was just unfortunately didn't get the shot we wanted. And yeah.
Even though the result didn't, give a little bit of affirmation for the rally, when you think of you guys not being able to make a three in the first half and then being able to hit 10 of whatever in the second half, just what does it say about this team's ability to stay resilient and keep doing what will and eventually work out?
I think kind of just goes back to the law of averages of basketball and understanding the realities of the game. You're not going to make shots all the time. Sometimes the ones that feel good, you miss. Sometimes the ones that are nasty, they go in somehow. And that was like the tail of the night, but we just found a way to chip away at it. We understood that a lot of the shots we were getting were good shots. And one thing that I did learn and could feel was, despite the shots going in or going out or whatever the game was really giving us, our energy and mentality towards it will change everything. And I feel like the game follows the energy. And our energy changed. I want to say spirit to a degree, kind of, you can feel it more in the second half than the first half. In the first half, we were getting great looks. We make those shots, maybe it's a different outcome. But nonetheless, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And the main thing is that our energy is what gave us a fighting chance. And we played through mistakes, and the game went up and went down. They responded to our run, but we threw another punch. And those are the things that carry on throughout the rest of the 37 games or something.
And Nickeil, you kind of already answered it a little bit, but just for you personally, you had the 28 points in that second half. Just for you, was it more of the energy? What were you seeing out there that was kind of different for you than that?
Just trusting it. Frustrated. For me, I'm someone that needs to let their frustrations out outwardly as opposed to just keeping them in. I had my little time to get upset and then let it go and treat the new half, change my energy, and try to just have a different spirit to the game and allow that to show.
You and CJ, both high volume, high scoring guards. How has the adjustment period been, learning how to play alongside each other's similar offensive skill sets?
I think it's just about reading points of attack and playing off ball with movement. I know in the first half I had drove, he had hit to me, set a screen, then I got stopped, he peeled off, I hit him, he was able to drive a closeout, get a layup. Small things like that. I think the more we use our skill set and tools together, I feel like it's going to benefit us. And there's times where it did. And it's just about communication and learning CJ. And he's also learning us and what our system is and where he can be effective. And I'm trying my best to be better at communicating. I think the tough thing about it is being in year 7, him being in year 13, 14. I'm not trying to come off as the guy that's talking down to someone who's done this before, but still having that open communication and saying hey, trust me, or what do you see here, and just getting the feel.
Hey, Nickeil.
But
What's going on? So you're Canadian and you're playing on Martin Luther King Day. Curious, even though it's not national holiday, Canada, what do you recall about MLK Day on the other side, looking at it, and even just the whole culture of basketball on that day? What are your recollections as a kid? What are your recollections as a player?
yeah, well, as a kid, you learn about it. You don't have the feelings of the impact. So it's American history, French history. We have world history, and for us, that's what we learn about. And we know who Martin Luther King is and what he's meant to people of color, and even myself, even though I'm Canadian, when you see me, you don't see Canada. You know what I mean? So learning that and living in America and living in Tennessee, being in the South, during my playing career, I've played in New Orleans when we played Memphis on MLK Day. So I honestly just understand the gravity, and in a time where people couldn't feel safe being themselves. And you look at today and it's be whatever you want, literally. And it's cool to see that the change he's made gives people that freedom to do so. Someone just had to really hone in on, I believe this is right, and being that sacrificial lamb, so to speak, for people to follow, to feel safe to do it, and that's why we're here today, and it's really cool to have this opportunity.
And it's full circle being in his hood, Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.